want to watch the sunset. I don't want to go any farther.
I'm down for that.
This is so beautiful. Imagine sliding down this.
You would fly. As the month of March approached, so did warm stretches of days and cold nights. Our snowy forests crusted over, and the roadside snow was dirty and brown. As a New Englander, you know deep down you won't officially shake winter's grip until late April, but the signs of spring were irrefutable. And above all, you could feel it when you stepped outside. The morning bird song was sounding just a bit brighter. And thanks to a generous viewer of this channel, I was able to get a new drone, and I immediately went out for sunrise the next morning to fly. I started a new series for my Patreon called Peaceful Portal, where I make hour-plus long videos in high resolution with raw natural sound and multiple angles of a serene location. They're perfect for putting on your TV in the background while you study, do chores, or work on little projects, or if you want to relax your mind before bed. And in late February, I got some new ink in honor of the creative chickadee inside that chirps at me when it's time to create.
Wow, the flare on the 24. Oh.
So with the 6K Pro that I have.
What are you going to do with your old one, just to back up?
And afterwards, I met up with Noah to film a peaceful portal on a local trail, just as the sun was setting behind the hills. And it's these spur-of-the-moment weekday jaunts that always fire up my soul. And filming these peaceful portals is a blast, because it gives me just one more excuse to get out into nature, observe the little details, and soak in all the sights and sounds. I'm excited to push this idea through the changing seasons. Noah and I always have fun when we get out and shoot, because we both simply love practicing filming and using our cameras. The best way to continue learning is to just keep filming, to keep trying new things, and to keep putting in the hours. If you genuinely enjoy practicing your craft, then you're doing exactly what you should be doing. And it's been fun watching the evolution on Noah and Kaylee's studio, and to see Noah releasing more YouTube films. I'll link both their channels below. And it's so cool how we can spend time upstairs in the studio and then pop downstairs and meet the boys at the pub. I love our little block. The smell of the old paper factory, the white noise of the waterfall. This place will always mean a lot to me.
Can I used to wear a collar? Yes, I would love that. Like, that would be what I want. I would go all day.
And Allie was making huge progress on her YouTube channel as well.
You're doing it. Oh my God.
And we spent a lot of nights working late, eating well, and daydreaming about spring. And on one particular morning, Allie left for work early, and my car was at my office, so I had to walk to work. And I brought the trash out on the way down. I love little mundane tasks like this and the satisfaction they provide. I try to always be productive in this area when I can, whether that means loading my clothes in the washer before I go to work so that I can dry them while I eat dinner later that night, or starting a big file transfer at night before I leave the office so that it doesn't eat up my valuable daylight hours when I need my computer. I found it makes a huge difference in my productivity to always be thinking ahead like that. And it was on mornings like this that I couldn't help but smile when the sun hit my face, because even though it was stark and a bit cold, I knew spring was up to something. And when I got a call from John saying he was heading to Mason's uncle's garage that afternoon, I asked if they'd help me with a few little things on the Rover.
So you got your brakes done?
The hanger on my muffler had rusted off, so Mason was going to fabricate a new one. A simple but satisfying job.
See these little things?
Yeah.
You just put these little things up against the spot where you want to get the rust off or whatever.
Yeah.
And then hit it and then they all go crazy. Scratch it.
You want to give it a shot?
Did you get off the phone with him within a half hour, or were you on there? Yes. I love this shop so much.
It's like fun.
We get in here?
You checked out the big echo?
Just don't point it right at me, okay?
No shit. And John and I caught Mason up on our main trip and the little mishap we ran into at the border.
And I just hit quickest route, and I didn't know where. We just stopped really quickly. You know
Come
what I
back inside. We're gonna keep working through this. Let's go, cameraman.
Come on, cameraman.
Canada. And it's like, last exit before Canada. And I was like,
in my heart, I was like, I knew we were there. It wasn't fake, but I was like, this can't be Canada, right? We're going this way.
Not Canada, you know, the other one. It's gotta be the other one.
Dressed as I am, you know. But needless to say, yeah, Pixar or whatever.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? The big slug lady, dude. Yeah, Jesus.
That's hilarious. You have a pop culture reference right now.
Hey, so why is this blade? There's some flame going, Mason.
This is where the plot really thickens. She says, pull over there. They're gonna. She didn't really explain, but we both knew.
Yeah,
they find something and you don't
declare it.
Admit it, and you don't declare it. You're gonna be in a lot more trouble than if you just tell us now. And I was like, and just check your pocket. It's more clear. And then they do all the searching. They're like, all right, we're gonna go search the car. They go out
10 times. Like, oh my God. What is that even?
You had more than 7. Guys, he's a good kid. He lives on a little mountaintop. I know what it looks like trying to like level with him like that. And the guy was like, I don't care what you do. Oh. Very nice. Very. Did you go to Spain to John? He's like, yeah. How long are you there? 2 weeks. She's like, 2 weeks. He's like, yeah, it was 2 weeks.
So cute, her little lackey, you know?
The tech guy. Yeah, and then she goes, all right, guys, we're all set. Stay away from the Canadian government.
Right, dude?
Wow, you're really right out.
All right, so that's just 1/3 because you have skiing and then going home.
You don't even need to weld it. That's literally. Yeah. But we'll give it a few welds.
I'd be up the creek without these boys. I've watched them both learn so much over the past 2 years, and I admire their skills every day I'm with them. And I want to learn as much as I can from them, because being able to fix things with your own hands is about as timeless a talent you can acquire. And I know the digital world like the back of my hand, but I'm a novice with the physical one. But I replaced the wipers and they finagled the jets, and before I knew it, I could see out of my windshield again. Little improvements make a big difference.
I've been living with the wipers for years.
It's a statement.
And on these golden light drives, I'd admire the orange hues on the bare trees. And sometimes, when I stared long enough, I'd get caught in a daydream where the sun melted the snow and the canopy turned green. Won't be long.
I have an LLC.
And Allie was making new progress every day towards her dream. And we were still getting out for afternoon hikes as often as we could.
Something. You got something?
Thanks.
And samples of my merch were coming in as I was beginning to design my spring line, spring coffee blends, and a bunch of other new digital products that I can't wait to share with you. I also continued icing my hurt shoulder, which I've been babying for many months now, and I even got a cortisone shot in my rotator cuff. It feels better for sure, but I've still got a ways to go. It's frustrating to not be at full strength, but I know deep down, all in good time. And one day Mason stopped by and we finalized the cabin kitchen design. And Allie was getting shipments of clay that she was going to make earrings out of, as well as cool stuff for her Patreon care packages. There's just been an exciting creative energy in the air as all this comes to life.
Where did he come? Yeah.
Where did he go? Look, he runs like that. There's 4 in a row right there too.
That's crazy.
Those are so cute.
And one afternoon I helped my good friend Mitch move some stuff into his storage unit, and John continued to stop by and chat on weekdays after work. And Allie and I were getting ready to reorganize the entire basement of the office to serve as a functional workshop space and more.
Steamboat Willie, black and white. The noises are so cool.
They are.
You need to start thinking about
And the van is nearly ready for paint, except there's one problem. The original sliding door needs to be replaced. And luckily, my dad's friend has a van of the same year out in the woods. So one night, Allie and I went to check out the door, and it's in great shape.
This is so cool.
Right?
Just gotta go back and take it off, which I'm sure will be an adventure in itself. And we're hoping to stay at his old cabin sometime in the spring. And while we patiently prepared for the year's transition, we continued to enjoy the unique outdoor experience that only winter can bring.
Yeah.
I can't even count how many times we got caught in the golden light this winter, and found cool little local spots that we never knew existed.
How was that on the shoulders?
Fine. This is so cool.
And this particular hike was a Sunday night before Allie premiered her first video, and I posted the story about Maine and the Canadian border with John. I love the feeling of getting my work done for the day, and then being able to go outside and do some sort of exercise while I let a day's worth of thoughts dissipate into the air. And while we were up on that hillside, we took our sweet time and had many a deep, long breath.
Pink. You literally are pink.
And at the end, we found ourselves in the best sunset we had seen all winter.
Holy smokes.
Our own little grand finale, just before the big melt of spring.
Running with your messed up shoes.